Hello, loves. It's Josie, and welcome to Eccentric. This is an energy check in. I really don't want to use the word update for this video because I don't have it. What is it? It is anything that I might need to have right now. I just don't have it. Okay, I don't have the energy. This is why y'all haven't heard from me. I am going through it just like everybody else. Okay. What you are looking at right now is a very, very, very close up of the blanket that is on my bed. It looks like an alien world. But anyway, it's actually dark blue. Um, so this is an energy check in, okay? I know that some of you are really like going through it with these ascension symptoms. There's things that are being purged through the energy body, you know, through the mental body, through the emotional body, like, but you got to remember, if you don't allow yourself to cry, or if you try to keep yourself from thinking certain things, right? Well, the energy has nowhere else to go but through your body. So therefore, even without an ayahuasca trip, you will be throwing up or you will have pain in your body. So it's best that you just allow yourself to express whenever you have an emotion coming up. It's best that you allow the thought to actually happen and pass, and that you observe it, but just don't get into it when that happens, because the moment you try to stop any of this, it will find another way to release, through your physical body. So, this is a reminder to really just sit back and not really get into why is this happening, why is that happening, but get into this is happening and I'm going to love my way through it. I'm going to love my way through it, no matter what it is, whether it be within you or outside of you. You have to consciously decide to love your way through it, the same way that you would decide to love someone that is in bad shape and you just know that they're in bad shape, but you're choosing to love them anyway. You know what I mean? Um, you've got to give yourself the compassion that you would give others. And sometimes that means removing yourself from certain situations or people. Okay? Sometimes that's what that means. I'm sorry. I'm trying, y'all, with this camera. I'm trying to keep still. So, yeah, tomorrow is the 21st. The closing of this portal, and the 1212 portal was pretty potent, and we're having a full moon inside of it. So there's this huge theme of like releasing, not just for this full moon cycle but for the whole decade. Like there's a decade of releasing going on. Um so naturally this energy is going to be very, very, very special, even more so for those who have no clue what's happening and they're holding on to things and people that don't serve them, that's not harmonious with their energy. It is seriously like stepping into a new world that looks exactly like your old world, but not knowing that it happened, and then freaking out every 5 seconds because things don't operate the same. There are some people, and you have to have compassion with these beautiful souls. There are some people that don't know that they have too stepped into new energy. They don't know this. And they're dealing with an unfamiliar feeling And because they have no awareness of what's happening, they're creating hell like situations for themselves. Okay. And when this happens, because we're all connected, when you have enough people confused and lost, it creates a larger amount of confusion and lost energy. So it causes us empaths and light workers to feel some kind of way, but it doesn't belong to us. The truth is, your truth is, take it or leave it, is that you're a powerful being of love, and you're anchoring heaven to earth right now. That is the truth that I'm choosing. You see what I mean? And you have to keep reminding yourself that heaven is here and it's being fortified. It's like when you close on a house, and this is the metaphor I've been using lately. The house is yours, you bought it, now you have to put the furniture in. We're at the stage of putting the furniture in and decorating and making it a home. Fifth dimension is anchored already. you know Now we're placing the furniture, and guess how we're doing that? With our mind, just like on a video game. um so the house is here, and you've got to have that heart mind connection in order to manifest what you want to put in the house. It's very, very important that we, the aware group of people, really have that mind heart connection and start to manifest what we want in this new home. Okay, and make it happen. Get the feng shui right. You know what I mean? All of that stuff. You got to stay focused and do that to make this house a home. you know that's where we are right now, and there's a whole bunch of craziness involved with that outside of us that we're going to see, because people have their processes. Energies have to be transmuted consistently, like more often now than they have been needing to be transmuted. You're going to have to literally get to a space like on what Doctor Who. Everybody's got to be um that lady that Doctor Who went to. You got to try to be that lady. Ignore a lot of stuff. I'm not talking about just the news. I'm not talking about just everything that's happening in the world. Like, because for me personally, I'm having to ignore a lot of the things that my kids are doing too. If you have a family, you need to literally, like, a lot of people think that ignorance is a bad thing. No, not when you have teenagers. There's a lot of stuff you have to ignore in order to survive. So practice what I call divine ignorance, so that you don't react to everything that's going on around you, so you don't get pulled in to the endless pool of misery, because there's no going back. There's no going back. You bought the house already. Now you have to put furniture in it. And anything that is not co-creating with you this new reality is going to have to be placed somewhere else. And you've got to be strong enough to know, you got to be strong enough to do that. You cannot give anything if you are not okay. And it's okay to not be okay. The only constant is change in this whole reality. Okay, we a lot of us agree on that. The only constant is change. So that in turn makes a lot of the situations and circumstances that we find ourselves in temporary. you know And I'm telling y'all this while I'm in the middle of it. I'm going through it. This is why y'all haven't seen me. You know, I'm having my days where I'm having ascension symptoms. I'm having my days where my kids have lost their mind. I'm having my days where I'm rethinking everything that I've been doing for the last year. But the important part of that is to sit with yourself. Don't actually try to make all kind of changes and do stuff. Understand that you feel this way for a reason. And until you are sure and until you feel secure in your mind heart connection, it's okay to just observe these energies without taking actual action. Sometimes the best action to take is no action, or the best action to take is spiritual action, going within, just loving on yourself. You don't always have to be fixing on yourself either. Just let the divine infiltrate you and just bathe you with love energy. Sometimes you just need a divine hug. We don't always have to be doing and fixing, okay? There's a whole bunch of wound up energy right now. So if you don't like the way it feels to be wound up, angry, frustrated, lean into everything that is opposite of that. No matter what's happening in your life, lock yourself in a room with some water and some snacks. Play whatever potent frequency you need to play and just zen out. Okay? Everybody else will be fine. Hey, Michelle. So, yeah, I mean, because there's some crazy energies that are happening and will continue to happen in a potent way. And you're going to need to be able to be discerning, to know who is who and what is what. And you can't do that if you are all over the place yourself. Remember, you're the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse, the guide. You are to stand no matter how rough the waters get, as long as you're standing still and shining your light. Vessels that need help will find you. You don't need to be, lighthouses don't move. They don't go out into the ocean and try to get ships. You know what I mean? The same as trees. Trees do not move. They get everything that they need from the earth, from the cosmos. They're in the same place all the time and they're perfectly content. Start to think about how a tree feels and how a tree gets its nourishment, what a tree has to go through, all in the same spot. Get in touch with the tree energy. Think about the mechanism in which lighthouses work. Trees and lighthouses is what we are right now. Living trees, living beings, okay, that cannot be moved. And it is your divine right to shine as brightly as you can in that spot. And the people and the souls and the situations that are supposed to see you will see you and they will come to you. A lot of this work, a lot of times, spiritual work is effortless. It is really effortless. I've experienced it multiple times where, I found that I was trying too hard. Um, the best help that you can give to yourself and anybody else right now is to consistently make sure that you're okay and that you are in a space of joy and excitement because you get to buy new furniture for this new house you bought, i.e., the fifth dimension and your manifestations that you are bringing online, right? You should be excited even with all of the chaos. You should be excited and happy. And whenever you're not, just bring yourself back to that. Um, and be still. Be still and allow things to come to you instead of being out there in the crazy, trying to do, okay? Um, you will know because you will feel it in every fiber of your being when it is time to make a move, when it is time to actually do something. But do not allow this energy of chaos to jerk you around and have you running all over the place. It's okay to sway here and there. Just bring yourself back to center. The swaying is what makes the tree strong. Bring yourself back to center. If your light in your lighthouse is malfunctioning, get in there and change the light bulb. Get in there and do that mechanic work. Okay? But all the results that you want outside of you start within you first. And I can't stress that enough right now. It's all within you. So, yeah, I'm going to leave y'all with that. I really don't want to get into what's happening out there. I'll talk to you guys soon. Um, yeah, I love you. I want you to love yourself before you go loving on anybody else. Connect with the divine and you'll know everything you need to know. Okay? Talk to you guys later.